For a very long time, I had tried to do a video on the connection between trauma and IC. Uh, Not much research have been done on the relationship between trauma and IC, but a lot of research has been done between trauma and autoimmune disorder. And if we consider IC as autoimmune disorder, then there is definitely a relationship between trauma and IC. And trauma is something that not many people want to talk about, or not many people are able to heal their trauma, especially childhood trauma. If you have been through some kind of childhood trauma, then it is very difficult to come out of it. And many people are in denial also. They don't want to accept the trauma, that something had happened. And it could be a lot of things. It could be that you were a parentified child. It could be that you had gone through some sexual abuse during childhood. It could have been that you went through mental abuse. It could be that you went through physical abuse. Some people have abusive parents. So maybe you had gone through abusive relationships. And so many things, trauma. And some people actually also went through, very prominent traumas, like they met with an accident, or they saw some death in their family, or those kind of things. But not many want to address this. It somehow people just put it in the background and they want to move on in life, and not, because trauma often pulls you back. But what happens, unless you address your trauma, you process your trauma, it can manifest as a disease. And in my experience, and after dealing with a lot of patients, I have seen that many of them had endured some kind of trauma, either as in the childhood, or some of them have even endured trauma later on in life as adults. Especially women. Indian women have difficult lives. Let's accept it. And nobody is there to hear our pain. And many of us, I won't say all, but majority of Indian women go through a lot of trauma in the initial years of marriage and childbirth. Postpartum depression is also something that not many people used to talk about a few years back also, but now thankfully a lot of people are talking about postpartum. Marital abuse. And marital abuse need not be like somebody is hitting you, beating you, not starving you like that. Sometimes, relationships are so subtle that you are new in the family, and then you face, a lot of taunts, or maybe just to, align yourself with a new family can cause a lot of stress in you. And, people say something, you're gaslighted often. You say something, it is dismissed. Your opinions are not given importance. You feel like an outsider in your own home. These things many of us have gone through, if not most of us. So these things, they become like repressed anger. We cannot say that. It stays inside us. We kind of suppress it. We feel guilt, we feel shame. We are told that ऐसी बातें नहीं करते हैं, adjust कर लो, and all those things. And while we are adjusting as women, we have to adjust everywhere, be it our home, be it our workspace, be it the public space. Everywhere women are asked to adjust. And ये adjust करते करते कहीं ना कहीं हम लोग बहुत कुछ अपने अंदर दबा लेते हैं. और ये जो हम सोचते हैं कि हमने दबा दिया, वो ऑफन दब नहीं जाता है, वो ऑफन बाहर निकल आता है एज अ डिजीज़. एंड आई फील दैट इन इंडिया a very conclusive research should happen on the relationship between trauma and IC, because especially women and most patients, women. हालांकि इंडिया में वो थोड़ा ऐसा नहीं है कि 80% मेल women and 20% male patients. In India, I have seen equal number of male patients. I have also spoken about it in a previous video. But even then, a considerable portion of patients are women. So it needs to be addressed, you know, कि क्यों ये हो रहा है, कि क्या, what is the root cause? Is it some psychological trauma? Is it some physiological problem? Is it some hereditary disease? जो भी है, पर मेरे पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस से, एनेक्डोटल एक्सपीरियंस से मैंने बहुत देखा है कि बहुत women मेरे पास आके when they start during counseling sessions, when they say initially they say नहीं सब ठीक है, everything is fine, but as I start speaking to them, I have realized that many of them have, you know, unspoken and suppressed anger, and they have kind of adjusted to something that doesn't really align with the true values, and that causes conflict in your mind. And the moment there is a conflict, it will manifest as something, and often IC is just that manifestation. So I think it's important that while you're treating yourself, your IC with medicines and installations and physiotherapy and all that, you should also consider psychologically healing yourself, because once you heal your mind, a lot of your pain will automatically heal, because there is a very strong connection, there is a very strong mind body connection. Thank you.